All right, class. We are gonna go over, we are recording, so anybody can go on this later. I'm gonna upload it to Canvas. We're gonna talk a little bit about what we talked about last time with keyframes. Who remembers what a keyframe is? Raise your hand and then you will answer the question, okay? So if anyone knows what a keyframe is, raise their hand.
The frame of the key.
Ryan, I don't want anyone speaking. I want them to raise their hand and then speak. Ryan, what's a keyframe? Don't look it up.
I'm not looking it up.
What are you doing then?
It's like a point on the timeline.
Yep.
That used for like positioning.
Yep. Animation. You use it to animate a graphic or a logo or whatever, a picture. So what does easy ease mean for keyframes? No, raise your hand, because I don't want 5 people talking at once and then someone else hears the answer and then they say it and then they get credit for someone else, Aubrey.
It's we're using the keyframes in that frame.
Yes, essentially, yeah. You're making the animation smooth. You're smoothing it out basically. Okay, I think that's all we talked about. Let's actually go into it a little bit more in depth. So I'm just gonna open up this here. I'm gonna sit down. I went to the chiro this morning. Ugh. I have back issues. Okay, so we're just going temporarily. We're gonna create a shape. So over here on the rectangle tool, I'm going to click on that. And you'll see these 2 little items pop up called fill and stroke. What do you think fill and stroke mean? Aubrey.
The fill is what the color of the text is, and the stroke is the outside of it.
Well, we're not dealing with text, we're dealing with shapes, but yes, you're correct.
Well, the stroke on the outside, maybe it depends on how the color of the outside of it is. And
Yep.
so isn't that like the thickness of it and how
Yep. So it's basically outlining it, the shape. So when it shows it up like this, no color selected basically. Oh my God. We're going to actually just go to fill and I'm just going to make it green. And I'm going to just click into this timeline. And then press V and there's my shape right there. Okay. So we're going to play with some keyframes. We're going to familiarize ourselves with keyframing and animating. And before we get into the bouncing ball, because I want you guys to be a little bit more familiar with keyframes. Okay. So if we wanted to make this move, we would do that by keyframing, correct? Britlin, correct? Yes. So what would we, if we wanted to make it move left and right, what shortcut would we click on? Left and right. Or left and right, or horizontal or vertical. What keyboard shortcut would we use? We'd use the position, which is P. So let's click on P. And then position pops up right there. So then, to enable to start keyframing, we click that stopwatch. And then there's your keyframe that pops up on your timeline. Now, that's the starting point. So let's just say we want to bring this into frame. So I'm going to put it outside of the box. And then I'm going to go like 1 second in. And I'm going to bring it into the center of the frame. Okay. I'm going to play that back. There it is. It's into the center of the frame. I'll easy ease these 2 if I wanted to. So you right click, keyframe assistant, easy ease. Okay, it's looks pretty dumb, but if I want to add a little bit of extra, a little bit of extra to it. Remember when we talked about motion blur? It simulates shutter duration, so it just blurs it. So if we click on that little box right there and then play it back through, there's a little bit of motion blur as you can see it coming through. There's a little bit of blurriness. And what that just does is it adds a little bit to the animation. It makes it look a little bit more pretty.
What do you think?
So right here in the timeline, in the comp timeline, you see that little, those 3 circles?
Oh,
That's the motion blur. We talked about that a couple classes ago. And then like right next to it, you see the graph editor, that type of thing. You also see 3D right here and making that layer 3D. We're gonna get into that with the bouncing ball. Okay.
Where do you see 3D at? Where are you looking?
Right next to it's 2 spaces over, it's that little cube. So that little cube will drop down 3D tools. We'll get into that a little bit, but what I want to do is just familiar guys with keyframes. So for like the next 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, I want you guys to just play around, mess with the keyframes, throw things all over the screen, play with different shapes, just get familiar with adding a keyframe, adjusting it, adding another keyframe. And then after 5-10 minutes, I want to see what y'all have done. Go. Just play around. We're just getting familiar with it. You go up to where you had the shapes and you'll see Q. You press Q and it will change the shape. Yeah, you can change it multiple times. Okay, so for the next 5-10 minutes, I want you guys to animate. Yep.
Oh. I see.
It's so scary. I'm just playing with you.
You're lucky I didn't get sleepless.
I didn't get any sleep either. We're all
Oh my God. I have a now, like my size of the flat arm, of like this, but outside of my arm, it's just being able to play arm and then it will just see. That's. Better. Wake up. Yeah, but it's not good. This is so weird. Please, Garrett. Hey, there's Darren.
Hey Garrett,
What's up?
we're just we're playing around with keyframing and so right now they're just kind of just having a little fun messing around with keyframing. So open up After Effects and then start doing that.
Alrighty.
I was like, well, where did it look like it's bouncing? I gotta make this bounce. A little bit.
We'll get into it here shortly.
Show us how to slow it down.
I just want you guys to play. Play.
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to get the.
How hard are you doing?
Ah.
highlight them all.
I hope that didn't work. It's okay, thank you.
I would just adjust them just like how I just did it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
I just need to figure out how to change this.
I'm about to make him do that screensaver thing on my devils.
Yeah, I don't want to do that too.
Gotta change colors every time.
You doing that?
Ooh, it looked like my 2000s desktop.
I love it.
This is not fun.
We're just right now. We're just playing around. Yeah, great. Yeah, crazy.
Ready?
Nice, perfect. I'm not kidding. No, this is great for all of
This is great.
No, it's not. Just wait.
Hey, you wanna see it now?
No. Okay. I want to see anything that you create. Hey, you're going way too far. Stop.
You're going way too far.
Did you watch the tutorial on
No, I
it?
just did it.
You need to calm down, sir. You're starting to be the other Brady Apple. You guys know who that was?
Do
You
you
listen-
even do the
my-
tutorials?
No. no.
How do you make it?
That's fair.
There's a button. I'll show you. Brady Apple, probably one of the best motion graphics artists that I know in my class. Now works for Oak Ridge Real Estate. I got him a job. But I did get him a job. They actually called me up. Anyway, great grade guy, but he would always go ahead of the class and just get the project done. He was just so smart.
When it comes to After Effects, I don't blame them.
It frustrated the heck out of me because I'm like, dude, calm down, slow down. Okay, has it been 10 minutes?
No.
Yes, it has. Probably not, but that's okay. I'm going to.
Oh, I see how you make it 3D.
Okay, so you guys had some fun creating a little bit of keyframes. Now delete everything.
That's fine.
Because we are going to go into starting the bouncing ball animation. Okay. So delete all your layers right to where I'm at right here. So what we're gonna do, what's up, Garrett? Look at this guy. Can y'all see him?
Yeah.
How do we make him bigger? Okay, so everybody follow along. What we're gonna do is we're gonna create a circle. So we go up to our shape tool up here. We click on that and you see that has a rectangle. We're gonna press Q 2 times and then there's our circle shape. It's called the ellipse tool. I'm gonna change my color to maybe orange.
Did everyone in this row change the same color?
So now I'm gonna click and hold shift to make the perfect circle. And I'm gonna probably make it that size. Okay. I'm gonna press V. There's our circle. Okay. Now we want to have the anchor point. Remember the pan behind tool or the anchor point tool? What's the keyboard shortcut for that? Y. Y.
Is it why?
Yeah.
He's asking.
A is if you're clicking on the timeline. See how I just clicked on the timeline right here, the layer, and I pressed A, it popped up the anchor point. If you saw that. But if you wanted to do it this way, the pan behind tool or the anchor point tool, it's Y.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm gonna make sure my anchor point, do you see this anchor point? I'm gonna make sure it's on the bottom right here of the ball because we want all of our direction going with this anchor point. Does that make sense? So when we do our animating, we want this ball to go like with this direction. Okay, raise your hand if you're ready to go to the next step.
You click it and you shift and then-
You click and hold shift in order to hold the shape.
I have to look at it. Sorry, I've been in it. Yes. I would. This is that.
Mine doesn't even look like a perfect surface. Yeah. Okay. Now. We're going to just start with a simple animation of having it bounce up and down. Okay. So we're just going to, what we're going to do is click on that shape layer. I'm going to actually right click on the name and rename it to ball. So there's our ball. I'm going to change the color to orange since our ball is orange. And then I'm going to go to position P. Okay. You don't have to do what I just did, those other those last two things. I just did it because I have OCD. Yeah. Yeah, I put it right here at the bottom.
How do you?
Oh.
So you use the pan behind tool, which is Y. So pan behind tool, I'm clicking on it, but there it is. And then you click on the anchor point and you drag it around. You can drag it wherever you want, but I'm just gonna put it here at the bottom for now.
At like the very bottom?
Just the bottom of the circle. Okay. Hold on, let me help you. Okay. So, so let's see here. Let's first fix your circle.
Yeah, it's simple.
So.
Okay, that's what it is. Why is that not the police? Oh, no.
No, you're good.
Start doing that.
Okay,
That one move in 1 second.
next. Garrett, where'd you go?
Oh, there you are.
Next, we're going to just animate it up and down. So we're gonna go to our position. Click that stopwatch. And then we're gonna go zoom in and go about maybe 20 frames. And we're gonna move it down. Not all the way to the bottom of the screen, just like maybe right here. And pretend that this is the ground. If you want, you can create another solid and put ground there if you wanted to. In fact, you know what? I'll just do that just for giggles. I'm gonna put a white. Oops. I'm gonna put a white floor. I'm just gonna drag it down right here. Right click, create new solid. And there you go. Okay, so there's my white floor. I'm gonna put it below the ball. So we look here, we have our two keyframes. So it's going down kind of slow. So I'm actually going to bring this closer to the original keyframe to make it fast. So that looks a lot better, maybe even a little bit closer. That looks better. And then I'm gonna ease these keyframes. No, shortcut for easy easing is F9, but on a Mac you can't do it. So you highlight the keyframes, right click and go to keyframe assistant, and you have easy ease right there.
How do you? It's
This makes no sense.
Oh.
I can't,
What are you having trouble with, Aubrey?
wait, I think I just figured it out.
So what we're doing right here is we're just bringing the shape down to the ground. Okay, that's all we're doing.
No, yeah, I was just.
Okay,
I think I figured it out.
so what does it need to do next? It needs to go back up because it's bouncing, right? So what we're gonna do is highlight this first keyframe, Control C or copy it, and then go to like the 20 frame mark and paste it into the timeline.
Wait, so what'd you do?
I copied and pasted the first keyframe, and then I pasted it a little bit after this keyframe that went all the way to the bottom. So it might even bring it a little bit in. Command C,
Thank you.
Command V actually. Yeah, Mac is stupid. I hate Mac. Okay, now we created that first jump. So now what we're gonna do, what are we gonna do? Take a quick pause. Let me help Aubrey real quick. Take it slow. You don't have to rush. Okay.
Yeah, just really it back up. So there's that. I just move it down.
Your anchor point's way over here though.
No.
Your anchor point is way over here. That's not where it's supposed to be. No. Hold on. It's just command. And just drag it over.
Why does Jared's screen remind me of like a video game? Like small little. Is that like one of those screens? The one with games where you just like the, you want to make your all the screen and just put the bus.
Well, I wanted to be in it. So we can do the whole quick section. Oh, save, mine just crashed too. I'm about to save it.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's Jared. Did you want to say, was like, don't.
I didn't even like take a second to look.
Internet just went, I think.
It looks like it did just one.
Yay.
Okay,
Bye, Garrett.
just if you need to look back, we gotta continue going on, but
You're recording, aren't you?
Yep.
Mine is.
Okay, so I believe I am. Let me just double check. How do I check if I'm recording?
Supposed to be like a little button pop.
Well, I'm doing it through Zoom. Yep, I am. Okay. Okay, so oops, let me minimize Garrett here. So we have our first going down and up. Now what we're gonna do is copy these 3 keyframes and paste them again. Okay. And do the exact same thing one more time. And then I'm going to zoom this back just so I can kind of play it through. And I'm going to play it through right now. So that looks weird, obviously, because it doesn't exactly look like gravity, right? It kind of would be looking like I don't even know. It looks weird. So we're gonna mess with it a little bit to adjust a little bit of the technique. Okay. So we have our timeline here. Okay. We're going to go down to right when it hits here. Actually, sorry. We're gonna change the position for it to come off screen into screen. Okay. So basically it's going to come from over here and it's going to come right into here. Okay. So let's do that first and then we'll make it squishy. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah,
All right. So we're going to just mess with the horizontal. What happened?
You got me.
Damn. We're gonna just mess with the horizontal because we're gonna be just doing horizontal, not vertical, not up and down. So what we'll do is create a keyframe.
Are we deleting everything then?
No, don't delete everything. We're gonna create a keyframe. We're gonna drag it over to here. Then we're gonna go to the next keyframe right here. And it's going, real quick, people just pay attention, okay, for a second. Okay. What we're doing is we're bringing the ball over here, correct? That's what we're doing? Okay. Now, you see what I just did? It automatically went to here. What we're gonna do with this next keyframe is we're gonna just move it over a little bit because we don't want it to go right back to the center. Okay, so we're just gonna move this one over to here. Okay. Then we're gonna go to the next keyframe. See how it automatically went that way? We're going to move that over to here. What we're doing is we're creating the path. Okay. Then we're gonna go to the next keyframe and we're gonna move it over to here where it hits the ground. Then we're gonna go to the next keyframe and then we're gonna move it over to here where it goes up again in the air. Then we're gonna go to the next keyframe and we're gonna move it over a little bit. And then we're gonna go to the next keyframe. And then I'm gonna move that over a little bit. And then I'm actually gonna do one more keyframe and move it down and over to where it stops. Okay. So I'm going to play this through and it's going to look really bad and really weird, but we're going to make little fine tune adjustments to actually make it thing. So that looks really weird. But what it's doing is we're bouncing it into frame. Okay. So we're just bouncing it. So, oh my gosh, no, save.
Dave?
Looks like my After Effects just crashed. Everybody's After Effects just crashed. All right, so if it pops up to crash, make sure you save.
Can you help me get to where you were now?
Yeah. So. Oh, sorry. Okay, so. So what you want to do is actually start from the beginning. You want to start from here. So this keyframe right here, where it starts, right? So what we want to do, essentially, where do we want the ball to start? Right here, right? Yep. So we're just gonna drag it over. Right over here. Okay. And then it's gonna, because we placed that keyframe over here, it's gonna automatically go over. So what we gotta do is we're just gonna go down over that keyframe and change it.
Oh, I see now.
Okay, so I'll just put it like right there. So that's it.
Okay.
And then same with this. We're gonna need some movement. And what we're doing is just moving. Yep. We were laying our foundation of the bounce, like up and down. Now what we're doing is creating the bounce itself. So
Oh, it.
Oh.
Move the ball higher. Like this. Petition, you know. It opens straight.
Oh, that looks good.
Section. Created.
Mhm.
Okay. That's right here. Over 3 times.
You don't have to do the other one.
Go back to this one. Move it over here.
Up, up. Down.
Okay, next one. Yeah. Now move it. Here. That's over there. Just play it through. Near. So, yeah.
Really slow, so maybe adjusting it faster.
You know, the top of it.
What I would do,
Like maybe just here, kind of like so that's so nice. Right there, so that's- do this.
That's like easier to like sort of drag it, and then we have to like do that.
They're copy and pasting.
You can do that, but then you just need to see your position on the wall. So with the next one, then you bring it up and match that, you match that. Just do that. Just like that.
Again, okay.
Thank you, Don.
Control S.
Dude, I gotta take
Yeah,
a break.
that's a good call.
So is it break time, right?
No, it's not.
We
We
got 5 minutes
got
till
5
break.
minutes till break.
No. He's more frustrated. Yes, right.
Oh, thank you. We should have your brother on as a guest star.
We should, you just gotta do a job somewhere. I don't know where.
Did I do company account?
Um,
I believe I did last time.
Yeah.
So stupid, dude. I hate this. I would rather just, oh, never mind.
it's like a minute.
I would rather just do this at my office. That way I don't have any interruptions. There will be some times where we'll be doing class remotely, just cause hate this. Okay. We're back in.
We can ask Garrett.
Garrett, how you doing? So here's our bouncing ball.
Or is it more of a guessing game?
It's more kind of a guessing game. You just you don't have to make it perfect. Guys, this does not have to be a perfect bouncing ball. What you're doing right now is you're creating your first animation project. Your first project doesn't have to be perfect. As long as you have a little bounce to it and it looks good. Great. You know, like this is very beginner level stuff. Once we get into the more deep stuff, that's, you know, where you want to perfect it for your portfolio. Absolutely. I would want to do that, but
Forget about OCD.
I have OCD too. Okay, so the next 3 minutes, because I really have to go to the bathroom. I drank this coffee way too fast. Do you look at my screen, please? Do you see the way it's like kind of flowing? It's going like up, down, up, down, up, down. Well, we're gonna do a couple things to adjust that. So we're gonna first turn on motion blur. So when I turn that on, you can kind of see the motion blur. So that helps a little bit, like make it look more real life. Okay. So now we're going to start with squashing and all that kind of stuff to make it look to make it look a little bit more lifelike and make it look more realistic. Yeah, so we're gonna turn on the 3D block right here. And actually, we're gonna take a break because I really gotta go to the bathroom. So take a break for 5-10 minutes. Okay, sorry. I really have to go. Quick break.
Hey, yo, yeah.
Man.
I want a burger and fries.
Go get a burger and fries.
Yeah.
See, it's just as much of a guy's thing as a girl's thing. We each other. And that's it, like, go, we're gonna steal you and put you up in the back.
Oh,
I feel like whenever bros hang out with each other, they threaten to do like terrible homosexual things to them. Yeah.
Not wrong.
Except for the
not
new
wrong.
guy, then they're just like,
Right.
"No," but like, it's just like, well, then it has to be explained to you. Ryan, your ass looks great today. Go on, show it, show it. What? Make it again? Anyway, Kevin, we're really happy to have you. Really happy. Okay, guys, do I really want to talk about dicks and stuff from this guy that I want to talk with? Wait, oh, no, I don't have an HR department. Can't do anything. Yourself, Robert.
We talking about.
Doesn't make this stuff. Like, 10 of this.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, I'm just like my.
You probably agree to that too.
Yeah, it's awesome. You're not actually seeing it. World. So we must say, well, boy, you're not fucking about to be a man.
I did like that actually. So I was covering a real estate event yesterday. TikTok, Instagram, open not TikTok. Instagram, I was like, I was bored, I popped up and I'm like.
Way
It was
loud.
super loud. It was hilarious.
Hey, when I do that, it's bad, I'm pretending to be asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I normally don't go to bed when she goes to bed. Do your own thing. I'll say like.
I was screaming something.
Also, he was a French, so of course it's. Yeah. It's so fun, so true. So,
Really crazy.
I saw the one. Run, boy, run. I saw the lion when I was 9 years old. It must have been so cool. Yeah, the log honestly, every time I look at the screen or yours, and it's all I think about is that, you know, the T-Rex and the one, I feel that was playing with the for the game.
Oh, I forgot all about that family.
Like little terrible things.
I want to do it second, on the left.
Oh. Say something, but I wanted to just like you standing. Oh, no, I saw you out of the corner of my eye. Say something, but. It's like, no, like this.
With the latex.
Yeah.
The flavor.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's a bacon one. Oh, God. I would be really unhappy. I don't want to get it once. I'm not. No, I'm not. Something funny.
So funny. So funny, Ryan.
Protection for an ass. Something else.
Ryan started the fire. See what you missed, Garrett? His camera's off. Garrett, where are you?
I'm here.
Wait, what?
I said I'm here.
Hold on. Let me shut this music off. How did?
I don't know.
Go ahead, Garrett.
I said I'm here.
All right.
He's here in spirit. He's here in spirit. He's here.
Did you? Okay, be honest, Garrett. I'm not gonna be mad at you, but be honest. Did you wake up late and that's the reason why you're not here in class? this morning?
No, okay. So you see, so I have a suspended license at the moment, so I can't drive. And so my ride goes to Hawkeye too, and his class got canceled today. So like I'm just kind of screwed.
Why did your why did your license get suspended?
Speeding.
Sure.
Wasn't a DUI, I promise, but I'm not gonna tell you the speed that I was going. You can look it up.
I'm not gonna.
Garrett, what speed were you going? Just said that he was going to tell you.
Hey Aubrey,
Yeah.
use your brain for once. Thank you.
Okay,
Oh, good.
we're gonna get back to class.
Just text me.
Okay, everybody, we're back. So we're playing this through. We have our. Oh, I have sushi at home, Dominic. Yeah, I went to Sakura last night.
Yesterday,
Dude, I gotta go eat. I forgot. I gotta go eat that because this could go bad. It's a crab ragoon roll.
That's what I got.
Oh, it's so good. I love it. Okay, back to it. Sorry, I got distracted there. All right, everybody, pay attention to me and the screen.
I'd rather pay attention.
Okay, we're playing this through. We added motion blur to it. Okay, so it makes it look a little bit more real. Now we're going to go to where it falls down. Okay. And we are going to mess with the size. Oops. So in order to do that, we have to mess with
3D.
these hold on.
Circles? Other circles?
So it's not doing what I want it to do. Why aren't you adding a keyframe? I'm not talking about you. It might.
Oh, that's a good call. Man, that was a save. I wanna put shadow.
I can't spell animation. Anime. I got it. I got it. You see, what you do is you just.
Oh. I forgot to say the box right like on the.
It's not creating keyframes for me for some reason.
I can't get the like little outside thing.
I don't know why it's not creating.
It's not exactly. It is 3D.
Because what we're doing is we're messing with this box right here. But it, for some reason, it's not creating the keyframe for me. You click on the shape and the box will come up.
Oh, that, one, yeah.
I don't know why it's not opening up my keyframes though. Oh, there, wait. Did I just do it?
Oh, that
And
one.
then show them.
That's so weird. Why is it not?
Yeah, that to me, cause that sounds really good.
What the heck?
What?
Did you just ask him if you've ever been gangbanged before? That's super inappropriate, Ryan. That's not funny.
It's a Big Mac.
Stop. What? We're not even talking about food. That's not food.
I would use that.
I would-
Like the box
There it
you're supposed
goes.
to.
I got it. We fixed it.
Every time I click the thing, it has like little arrows right here.
Yeah, so that's because it's on 3D. So where did my stuff go? Oh, that's weird.
That's what I'm having.
Okay, that's really weird.
I can't do anything because it's not popping up, so I'm not sure what to do.
Okay. You actually don't even need the 3D layer selected, so.
Okay, one.
Okay, everybody pay attention.
Okay.
Brady, Ryan,
What?
well, I have to separate you two.
Probably.
No.
Okay. All right, so what we're doing is we're gonna make the squish. So if you scroll down here and you see contents. Do you see contents?
Where I can't.
So you have transform, you're highlighting, you're clicking on the ball, and you have contents and transform, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, right here. Yeah. Oh.
Contents and transform.
Contents and transform, got
We're gonna click on contents. So we're messing with the ball, just the ball. So click on contents and a bunch of things open up. Don't worry, don't get scared.
Do we still have that?
You're gonna scroll all the way down and you're gonna see transform ellipse 1. Okay. We're gonna look at skew. Skew on transform ellipse 1.
You, right here. Okay.
Okay. And what we're doing is when it hits the ground, we're gonna mess with the skew. So we're gonna add a keyframe. And we're gonna drag it one frame over to the left because we want to have what we're doing is we're gonna create the shift in the shape. Okay. So we grabbed one keyframe and we moved it one frame over to the left. Now we're going to actually create our shift in the shape. So just drag it over and kind of do a little bit, or if you want to do it like this, you can. Because it's actually going this direction. So just skew it over a little bit. Now we're going to go, it's going to hit the ball, or the ground's going to go, it's going to hit the ground, bam. I did it a little bit too soon. I'm going to move it over one frame.
Bam.
So now we're going to make it back to the original size.
Copy paste it on this one.
You can copy and paste it like if you wanted to. So we're going to play that through. So that did a little bit of that did a little bit of a shape movement there. So it made it a little bit more bouncy. I'm gonna pause there and help anybody that needs help.
I'm so far behind.
So the frame right after this one, go back to.
Yep. Yep. Let's see what
Fucking fun.
Okay, so you're fine. You're not in that trip.
Oh, maybe I made a bunch of fun.
No, Ricky, stop, I mean, I'm getting pissed.
Oh, I think that's this
Stop. Brady, stop distracting my help.
What are you blurring? Why is your thing going on?
Would you just, fucking just help? Would you stop making fun and help?
How to fix what you did?
I don't know what I did.
Undo until it doesn't look like that. I don't know what you did to make it look like that.
Why does it?
Your thing is blurred. But why? But I'm wondering why.
I don't know.
Why?
Brady, shut up. Yes, then I'm talking to him. You're already caught up.
Do you understand why that's not?
I don't know where the blur came from.
I don't
So I don't know how
either.
to deal with it. Okay, hold on. Just go back before it hits the ground. Hit command and hit your arrow to go over it. Your thing shooting through there.
Brady, I'm not kidding. Shut up. You pissed me off.
I feel like you're doing. Okay, wait, go back to the first when it hits the ground the first time. Okay, boom, boom, it hits the ground, different shape. Now go over one.
So.
Oh, that's a plus.
Okay, that's when you need to make it go back to normal. So then go to hit skew and then hit zero. Just click on it and hit zero. Make it directional. At the bottom. Okay, now at least I don't know what to do about that motion, that blur, but
Where did Jared go?
I don't know what you did there.
Well, I don't get why it's stopping. Oh, wait. Never mind.
Alright, easy.
Doubtful. Yeah.
So what we wanna do is actually drag all of these closer.
I see what I did in that one. Okay, alright. Okay, well, I got the bouncing going. I easy eased it, and that's gonna work.
So now we gotta adjust that shape. There's our starting. Now. That's good.
Ah!
No, I
Yep.
swear to
Oh,
God.
shit.
Yep.
Shit. I'm gonna say.
I think I hit control save right before it did though.
It asked me to save before it crashed, and I was finally
I heard you do that and I hit control save. I better fucking say that wrong.
I was finally understanding. Should have fucking kidding.
I'm gonna get this
It's
room
gonna
under
go back to
control.
its original shape. So it's just copying. It's that.
Did it save? Most satisfying relief to know it's saved.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Here's mine.
So it's throwing it back.
It does look like it's throwing it back. How do you stop that?
You have to change the axis and like change it, so when the houses up, you have to change it, so it gets.
Great,
Well, yeah.
how does it look now?
I really wanted to put it in another people.
Okay, now I just gotta understand how to read.
There we go. Okay. So now, what we did is we're going to in shape legal. So now we're gonna do the same thing here. So you literally all have to do is just kind of paste these keyframes for everything. Okay.
Wait, I'm.
No, I find it easier way. You should change this one from 0 to skew and.
And then you're gonna do that frame back. This is the frame that hits the ground, right? So this is the frame that's about to hit the ground, so you want it to start moving in shape when it hits the ground. So now we're
I
gonna.
did that wrong with them.
No.
Crash? What happened?
Did it crash for you?
Yeah. One of the space, if you, if it's, if it's. Oh, it's good.
You just line it up for each one and then. Like, quick.
That's what you're really cool though.
Then all you do
It's the bottom to go.
and put it squish.
Oh, so what?
Yeah.
Well, that's so, it'd be like that.
You can drag it out too, if you want. You can-
That's fair, Laura.
Would it be like that?
See what better, but there's a little bit of a bounce and wiggling to that, you see there? So just mess with that and then put it on every single one.
Somehow, I mean, anything,
Everybody's just crashing.
Sorry.
Yep, I figured.
not fixing, still, well, the Bluetooth, there's no.
Whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
Cause that's changing.
See, it's a little.
I can't make it. I don't know how I don't know how I got off screen a little bit like that. I can't get rid of the board. Is this our assignment for turning in?
We are creating our assignment, yes, but I would like you guys to fine tune it and kind of play around, make it longer. Do whatever you kind of
I
want.
need to get rid of the board.
You want the blur.
Not the way it is now.
Well, I've told you many times, Aubrey, how to get rid of the blur. I think you can remember how to get rid of the blur. Go. I'm really into Star Wars, Lord of the Rings right now.
All I heard was that. I get all of my favorite Star Wars.
Shut up. I messed up, okay, jeez. I'm sorry to all my fans.
Your phones?
My phones. Okay. So we created a little bit of a, a little whatever. Now with balls bouncing,
Okay, that just.
with balls bouncing, it loses
Okay, that
gravity.
just sounds.
It loses gravity, right? It slows down. So what we gotta do is basically slow down the ball, okay? Sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing. Stupid Brady, I hate you. Where are we going? So now we're gonna just mess with the speed, right? So once it hits this ground point, it's gonna start slowing down. Okay. So we're gonna click on keyframes on the bottom, and this will pop up. You see how they're all at the same height? Okay. It slows down. Balls slow down when they're bouncing. So what we're gonna do basically is just lower these to where it's slowing down to where it stops. Okay. I just clicked on that bottom keyframe right here. So we clicked right there, and then those popped up. And now what we're gonna do, we're just adjusting those keyframes that we've already made. Okay. I'm just gonna drag this down a little bit. I'm gonna go to the next one right there. I'm gonna drag that down. And then, oops. And then this is going to go, and then I'm gonna go one more just because this doesn't look exactly finished. Okay. So now I'm actually going to adjust the keyframes on the bottom a little bit more because it doesn't look completely accurate. So I need to just move these around a little bit. No, it just crashed. I'm sorry. I just got a text from my gamer buddy. I'm so sorry. What? I'm about to, dog. Kidding. We've been watching this documentary with like these Navy SEAL guys, and you know how you can't reveal their identity, so they do like the shadow, they do the voice. And, like, so like one of the guys, Navy SEAL guys, is like, our kill count was astounding. We were killing. He was like, we were killing terrorists. It was the kill count was astounding. So like like my buddy, he has like the voice changer, and so he'll just do like random stuff and be like, that ass is astounding. He'll just do random stuff.
That's the first one.
Or my your face.
Like your glasses. You gotta get married. You're like, buddy.
Here's.
Yeah, I know. Why do you think I'm letting you Yeah, she is pretty. I love my wife, but there is some days where I wish I didn't marry so young. That's why I'm telling you, Brittany, because you're doing exactly what I did, and I wish I never married so young.
So.
I love you, man. That's why I'm doing it. I'm not trying to, yes. I'm not trying to discourage you, but there's a point in life where you need, as a man, you have to be out by yourself without someone telling you what to do about something.
Regain your bachelor life, regain your independence. I was trying
Yeah.
to bring mine.
Boy power, yeah.
Yeah, woo.
Penis power,
It's
baby.
not just for that, too. It's for everything.
Pussy power, yeah.
So, there we go, we just click on one of them.
You say that?
shows all of them. So.
It's still.
what we're gonna do-
Much like this.
You don't really go out farther.
No.
It slows down way too much. It's not like spend.
Shut it.
Trust me, more.
You gotta make it. Yeah, it's way too short. Yes, dude. That, it looks weird. I don't wanna see it.
You could drive blind now, you're like. We don't.
No, you don't want to try that.
My God.
Not with men, okay, my laptop was, oh, God.
So are you switching
Sounds
or?
like a new problem.
Ryan,
To me.
men
All
lie.
right,
Men lie. I lie all the time. I lied today.
I will not lie, you will be.
You're
looking
never
for a
going to
long
find me.
time.
You will never.
He was fighting to himself, he was.
This is what I'll give you guys some advice. I'm 25.
Yeah, you're old as fuck.
I know. I'm old. I got married when we were 22.
Oh,
Okay.
What?
And I will give you some advice. I mean, Dominic knows he's married.
No.
Okay. never mind. Getting married young is great at first, but you're going to, Brady, I'm talking to you, so listen. You need to, before you even do anything, you need to set ground rules in your marriage right away. So basically, she doesn't have,
Saturday night.
what? We're still recording this. I shouldn't probably even say nothing right now. I just realized that.
Well, you're always welcome to your camera.
Yeah, well, people monitor that. Okay, so we got our bouncing ball. We're gonna play it through. Look at it go. Boing, and it's slowing down. Okay. This is not perfect, but this is just for demonstration. To make your adjustments and everything, you can do little fine tuning. So while it's in the air, we can do little fine tuning. The next thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna create a little graphic to be on the ball. Okay. And that way we can do spins. Cause like if I did rotation right now, you couldn't tell if it was rotating because it's orange. There's nothing there, right? So what we're gonna do is let's get a graphic. I'm just going to get something online. You can create one in Photoshop. You can create one in there. Not Photoshop, in After Effects. I'll just get my logo. How about that? That's cool. We're just gonna put I'm just putting my logo on here onto the ball. That's what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing is putting the logo onto the ball. Okay. So I'm gonna grab the logo. What the heck is this? Oh, I remember. That was Wyatt who was in the bathroom with you guys.
Oh,
He did this for one of his projects. It's pretty cool. Anyway,
I can see the little glitch. Like,
it's pretty good. Okay, downloads. There's my logo. Oh, is that not a PNG or is it a PNG? It is. Sweet. I'm going to drag it into here. Look how huge it is. So I'm going to scale this down to be for the size of the ball. Okay, there it is right there. Okay, now we talked about this. Probably maybe the first day of class. Oh, there is a way to put graphics onto, the graphic that you want to follow its path. That didn't make any sense. Basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this graphic, my logo, and have it follow the ball's path. That made better sense. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because if I play it right now, it's my graphics, my logo stays right where it's at. Okay, so we're gonna go to the beginning where it's at. I'm gonna put it right in the middle, and I'm going to parent and link. There's a drop down on that timeline that says parent and link. If you click on that, it's gonna say ball or white solid. So what that means is we're telling this graphic to follow either the ball or white solid. White solid's not doing anything. You don't want to follow the white solid. You want to follow the ball. So when we click that, this layer is gonna follow the ball. Do you see it now? Okay, so now we're able to do rotations. So if we go onto the ball, press R for rotations. Now we can create keyframes to let the ball rotate, because balls don't just stay in one place when they bounce, they rotate, right? Okay, so that's what we're gonna do next. That'll be the last thing, and then the rest of the time is yours to work on this assignment. What?
Are we spinning it?
Yeah, we're spinning the logo. That's what I was just doing. That's what I'm about to do.
Logo.
Yep. So now it's going down. I'm gonna spin it a little bit. Oops. Sorry. Oh, nah, I'm on the logo. Sorry, not the freaking ball. No, I am on the ball. God, freaking Jesus, help.
Struggling, so when I put my logo in, it just put it on top of the ball anyways, it's moving with the ball.
So I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna completely ignore what he just said.
Yeah.
Okay, I realized I made a mistake, guys.
Make it for a little longer so I can get a graphic.
You remember about the anchor point and what I did there?
Yeah.
Well, look at that. Because I have to move the anchor point here in order to rotate it correctly. So now what we have to do is either adjust the ball, but all I'm gonna do is actually just adjust my background, my ground, in order for it to actually, like, work. So I just had to adjust the anchor point to put it into the middle. Because if we're gonna rotate it, we need to have the anchor point in the middle. Because if we have it on the bottom, it's going to rotate from the bottom. If that makes sense. So there's little mistakes that even I make that I don't realize, and then it messes up the whole animation. So you have to be mindful of that. So we're just going to start from the beginning, and we're going to rotate it a little bit. We're going to actually start. We're going to put this keyframe. There's only 2 keyframes you need to make. So we're going to put it all the way at the end.
How did you connect your logo to the ball?
Parent link, yes, thank you.
So I didn't, like I said, I didn't have to care. Just let me just find out. Is that weird?
What the?
Yeah, it says the stars, like we're saying on it. The contents. So because where's the star? Okay, yeah, perfect. So. Good, I need to rotate. Yep, so go to rotation. Well, that's the.
Yep, you're gonna animate the ball. That's what we're doing. We don't need this to do this. So we're gonna be animating the ball. So it's that.
But how do you parent like? How do you do that?
But see, you see the problem with the anchor point with this, the anchor point needs to be right here in order to.
I got a slight issue.
I have a big one. I might just have to watch it again.
I could just, yeah, that looks fine. I can just move my pot. No, it looks fine. Cause it looks like it's in the pot. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so now what we're just gonna do is we're gonna do some rotating. Oh, remember the movement.
Right?
That was smooth. Do that.
Do you know how to link them?
Okay. Okay. That was- come on.
If you
You
really
can see
look at the
it.
thing, it only says parent.
I don't think it's there.
I'm trying, but I really am. I got it. Here, good. Do you feel me? Yeah.
It doesn't look
You
that
don't
bad.
have to clarify. Okay, so. Parent and link, right here. Which one is your logo? This one, because I can't. This one? Yeah. Okay, so click on this. Drag it down. There you go. Yeah, it's on board. Thank you.
It's like a. I don't know, back, with gravity when you hit the ball, it's going to. We should have done this skew after we did that, so. You can if you want, it doesn't really matter the
There you go.
timeline of everything, but so where was I just do it that way.
Oh, wait. I realized that I was just going into this.
So, oh, just right here.
I played this on this, and you slow it down, how all people, you know, you pull it to the ball.
Should just take that view
And
out.
it should go away. It is.
Fine.
Ah,
Can't move the damn anchor point.
So.
hi. Hi, Hawkeye logo. I didn't have any emotions.
Do that.
I had a logo, I just.
So you start it.
On the website.
It's off this one.
Oh.
You start it. So. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. That's cool. Yeah, no, that's
There we go.
The rotating messed it all up.
How did it mess it up?
I don't even know how to.
Because after you do the skews don't really take a stay. You do it, these skews, it doesn't change it back to normal.
I bet, did you create a shape?
Yeah.
Or.
Yeah.
Stop.
Don't touch it.
I bet
Yeah,
that's.
you're gonna have-
What are we trying to do?
Well, now I
We're
gotta get
trying to
this.
make it
Yeah, that's how I get the.
that thing, so. You want that thing. Oops. Let's be right here. And we want this.
Reset all of my skew points by hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
I got it like linked in there, but I wasn't.
LinkedIn.
Yeah, there you go, you got it,
How do I skew it?
it did it, right there.
So wow.
It's
I-
changing with it?
It doesn't let me get rid of the skews.
You can, you
Otherwise,
can
it just
change the
changes
skew if
back
you want
up.
to. Go ahead and play it through. So yeah, no, you did exactly what we were working on, except for that probably isn't good, but that's okay.
Right.
This is beginning level stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Wow,
I
okay.
find my card. I don't know how to make it. Go on a circle.
Oh, rotating it,
Yeah.
it's okay. We'll I'll show you guys how to rotate it.
How do I? The parent link right here, right?
Yep.
So I did this, but
Well, we want this to be pairing to that, so click none for this one. And go up with that one for the shape letter. Cause we want the star to be with the ball.
that's in
Nice.
I didn't have any other logos and I couldn't find mine.
No, that was good, that was great. Great job, Nina.
Thanks. Thank you.
Okay, so now we play this through. I have mine rotating. All I did was I went to rotation on the ball. I clicked on the ball and I pressed R for rotate. And I created a keyframe at the beginning. And then at the end of where it stopped, I'm actually gonna drag this over one more. I put it back to the same position. So basically what I did is I did a complete 360 of rotating. So I put it back to the same number as 0. So here it started at 0. It's rotating, 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 and then it went to 0 again. So you see it rotating there.
Okay. Can you show it one more time?
All I did was I highlighted the ball. I pressed R for rotation. I created a keyframe. And then I went in over here and I just moved it and created a rotation, okay? And then when I played it through, the ball rotated. Okay. Now I'm going to easy ease these keyframes and be done.
Every time I try to rotate it, it's like
No, you don't.
sort of some way. Same. I got it.
If you don't want to do the rotating, you don't have to, but
I want to. I just
yeah.
don't know.
So
Yeah.
all you do is you highlight the ball. So click on the ball. Select a layer, the shape layer.
I ended up just taking out the.
Press
skew
R.
Yeah, we're doing
Yep,
rotate.
okay, so now you can take this keyframe and put it again.
What keyframe?
But I submit.
There you go. Now play it through. Okay, so now that end keyframe needs to be moved a little bit. Like it needs, so go to that end keyframe with your timeline header. Yep. Yep. And then go here, and then just slide over.
So
Okay, so now you're having an issue with the anchor point. So I was talking about that earlier, so we have to actually move that into the
big
center.
gradient, you want
So
to
go all the way to the beginning,
For what?
rotate
adjust
them?
your anchor point. Just adjust it, there you go. Click on it, drag it up,
Yeah.
into the center, that's good.
Okay.
And then press-
Okay.
No,
Good,
not.
like three. No, that's good.
Anytime I try to rotate, it distorts. It's the anchor point, Aubrey. Okay. Oh, it's gonna fix that one, it's not like.
Yeah, it's not bad. This is your first animation. This isn't something that has to be exactly perfect. You guys are showing that you're capable of doing it, and that's, I'm happy. You're able to at least get it to move.
When
It's
we're
still,
done, should we submit that?
If you want to submit it, if you're proud of it, submit it.
I just
If you want to keep working on it, playing around. That's the rest of the class is just playing around and working on it. Go ahead and start doing that. Aubrey, I'm coming.
So I just ended
So
up,
the rest of the class, work on it.
That's lovely.
I just ended up taking this view out. It didn't work with the road.
I found a way to make it work.
So Garrett, rest of the class, go ahead and just, you can leave if you want, but keep working on it. Yeah,
Sounds good.
I'm gonna stop recording.